Hi everyone and welcome to BitKnits. I'm Marlise and it's been quite a while since I've done any sort of What Did I Make Wednesday video. I've been super busy working on the Mystery Monday makes where I attempt to crochet an item that I've picked from the internet. So basically I've picked like 14 free patterns from the internet. I've put them all into one of those online name picker wheels, and every week I spin a wheel and it gives me a new free project to work on. The challenge is finishing that project, that item, in a week, which so far I've been pretty successful. This last week's not so much, but we had a whole bunch of other stuff going on. We've had some really bad storms, flooding, tornadoes. We lost power for a couple of days. So last week was a complete disaster. I managed to finish half of the project, so it was a fail, but I did get one of the two. It was a pair of socks. You can go back and watch the whole video. It was a pair of socks. I only crocheted one sock, so it was not a complete success, but that's okay. However, today we are here to do a video on the other things that I've been making over the last few weeks now, which are bags. Quite a few market bags. One was actually part of the Mystery Monday Make series, so I have that to show you. I've got a few other market bags. I tried some new bags to me, and I thought I'd hop on here really quick and show you all of the bags that I've made. So let's jump right into it. I'm going to do the market bags first because I have made these before. I think I've showed some version of them before. They are just a very simple little snack bag. So this pattern, I believe, is Jewel and Jones. I'm going to have all of this information down below. So if you're interested in making anything that I show today, just head down below in the description box and you can get a link directly to the pattern or the YouTube video tutorial. This one is a video tutorial, super easy if you've made mesh market bags before. This one is just a smaller version, works up really quickly, absolutely love it. For the mesh part, I've just used Lily Sugar and Cream. I don't know what this colorway is because it's in a cone without the label band on it. And then I just bordered it in a sort of a gray to match the gray that is in that variegated yarn in the mesh part. But really cute, really convenient little market bag. I actually made two of these. So we've got this one, which is sort of the teal, gray, white mesh colorway with the gray border for the straps. And then I have so much of this beach ball, which is also, I think, a Lily Sugar and Cream. Again, I have the cone, but I don't have the actual label band for it. And if you hear trucks outside, it's because everybody is having people come and cut their trees down that fell over in the tornado. So it's been very loud this week. So I apologize in advance if you hear any of that outside. Here we go, market bag number 2, beach ball for the mesh, and it is just a nice purple, green, teals, blues. It's kind of an off-white, almost a gray, but it does look more white on camera here. And then I had a lot of just black Lily Sugar and Cream in a cone, so I bordered it with a very dark border to kind of make this mesh part pop, and I really love how this one came out as well. Again, just a really nice small project to work on. I can make one of these in a day. I have two. I did not make them both in one day. I think I made one day, the next day or something. I was just in the mood for market bags. So I have two of those. Moving on, this is the market bag. I think it's the Bushwick market bag pattern that I tried for the Mystery Monday Make series. And this is a very long more of a narrow type market bag, which I also really like. Basically, you start with the bottom of the bag and it's just your standard circular increase until you get to so many stitches around, and then you can start the actual mesh part. And that is super easy. It works up really fast. It does go up quite a ways, which is nice for this colorway, or if you do like a variegated yarn, because you really get a nice unique pattern from that yarn. I like to think of this as sort of like a tie-dye. So sort of beachy, summery feel to it. And then you work the straps just as you would with any market bag that is similar to these mesh market bags. You work in the round, so you just kind of cinch up the top a little bit by doing single crochets, and then you chain so many stitches for the straps, and then you just keep working around until you get the strap width that you like. The only problem that I had with this was in a few spots the yarn was really loose, and you can see it kind of pulled the stitch out a little bit. There's a couple spots like that where it's not perfect. So I think on this one especially, I'm just gonna go in and just sew that a little bit tighter. Super happy with how this came out. It was fun, it was easy. I made it in a week. Really quick project to do. I enjoyed the border of the straps because you actually work backwards. So what you would do is, I believe you chain one and then you turn. So instead of continuing to work in the same way that you have been, you chain one, turn, and then you work back across. And I believe you just do slip stitches for those, but you get a nice kind of unique edging on those straps. So I did enjoy that. So that was another bag made over the last couple of weeks. The next two are complete new to me bags. I've never made anything like this. I've seen people make them. I've seen them out and about, and I thought I kind of want to try it. So the first one is actually a gift for my niece for her birthday. It is the donut bag. So this, I think, was a viral trend. It's a donut bag. I had to try it. The yarn that I used for this is just your standard red heart type variegated color striping acrylic 4-weight yarn. But I thought it would be a good excuse to try my hand at a new bag pattern. I really think it came out cute. And my daughter has a button maker. My niece loves axolotls. I wanted to crochet an axolotl. I've tried. I might try again since I have a couple more days to work on something to go along with this bag. I might try again to make an axolotl because she loves axolotls, but for now we've got a little button of an axolotl that is on the bag just to kind of, you know, give it a little something. This pattern, again, super quick to make. You start on the bottom of the bag in sort of like an oval, and you increase a few rows, and then you just start working around to create the body of the bag. When you get up at the top, you start a strap so many stitches over from the edge, and then you work in the round. So the straps are actually crocheted in the round, and then you do one strap, you do the next strap, and you sew them together. And then you've got, I don't know if you can see in there, a little bag. So super easy. It did not take very long. I made this in, it was over a day, but I didn't work on it just one day, all day long. I was doing other things too. And you can see the nice color pooling, really an interesting looking bag, but my niece, she loves pink. I didn't want to do just an all pink. I wanted some color changing, some pop to it. And I had this yarn in my stash. Perfect. So there we go. The donut bag. This is an online video tutorial. I will link it down below. And finally, the most recent bag that I made is one of those Japanese knot bags. This is the Mosu bag, I believe. And again, I followed a video tutorial on YouTube. I'll link that down below. I used Karen cotton in, this is like it's a pink. I don't know the exact colorway. And you do the moss stitch, so you single crochet, chain one, skip one, single crochet in the next, all the way around, and then you just do that stitch pattern. You single crochet in the chain one spaces for the next round, and so on. You work it up so many stitches high, and then you start working on the straps. And basically, you just crochet a strap and sew it on the other side, one longer than the other, so then you can fit the long one through that short one, and then it's supposed to just kind of sit on your wrist like that. It was super easy, super fun. I really enjoyed this one. I've seen them out and about, and I kind of really like it. For the Karen cotton that I used, you can see it kind of stretches a little bit, so I'm not sure that I would make it out of that yarn again. I might try like a Lily Sugar and Cream, something that's a little bit more sturdy, because the straps do pull quite a bit, but it is really soft and it is a nice yarn for the actual body of the bag. For the straps, you can tell the stitches are just a little bit too big, I think. Maybe if I size my hook down for the straps, that might help. I don't know. But anyway, we have the Japanese knot bag. Really easy, fun to make. You could definitely make this in a day or 2 days. Doesn't take very long. The longest part is just working the base of the body. But I really enjoyed making all of these bags. I have quite a few that I've made over the last couple weeks. I think I have exhausted my desire for crochet bags, and we can move on to something else, maybe for next week. Thanks again to everyone watching and supporting my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.